experience of it. I've said a lot of really bad things about games over the last 6 years, and when it comes to blacklisting, I haven't really experienced a great deal of that. I've only ever had one PR company turn around and tell me that they didn't like what I had to say, and of course, that didn't go well for them. Outside of the occasional crazy indie, I think that you can be as negative as you want about a game as long as you're fair. And if you're not willing to give these companies a fair shake, then they're not willing to talk to you. I mean, why would they give you more rope by which you can hang them? They wouldn't. They're just giving you ammunition to follow whatever agenda it is that you have to get that information out to the consumer. If you're not being a journalistic organization, then of course these companies are going to turn around and say, well, you know what? We're not going to give you the credentials. We're not going to give you that press pass. That's the same reason why NeoGAF didn't get a press pass to E3. It's because they're not journalists. They're not a journalistic media organization. Why would they be given press access? That's ridiculous. Perhaps it's simply a sign of the times. There are perhaps fewer and fewer purely journalistic organizations when it comes to this particular industry. There's a lot of advocacy blogging, there's a lot of subjective opinion, and that's not necessarily bad. In fact, I actually say that it's good. I want to see more subjective opinion, which again is why I turn around and say I'm not happy that Kotaku got blacklisted, because that is one less opinion prior to launch. But you can certainly see the publisher's point, can't you? You can certainly see why publishers would not want to give this level of access to people that have repeatedly bitten the hand that fed. And that's such a dangerous statement. I don't even like saying it, because honestly, we shouldn't be in a situation where media organizations are turning around and saying, well, we've got to play by the rules, we've got to play ball with these guys, we've got to kiss the ring every once in a while. That's where bias comes from. That's where all these 8s and 9s and 10s come from. That's why so many of these websites seem unwilling to give a game anything less than an 80 if it comes from a AAA publisher, unless it's as bad as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. You know, it's got to be that awful for many of these websites to turn around and say, yeah, you know what, we're gonna rate it low. Ideally, publishers should be scared of the media and the consumer, not the other way around.
Scan of TDS class star HR1185A14 complete. This is a T-Tauri star in the process of gravitational contraction of over 182 million years.
Well, as you can see, there don't appear to be a damn thing out of here just yet. So maybe if we go out a little further, there might be something out of the outer ring of stars. Yes, that is actually me at the top of the screen. I do actually have an eye-sighted laser mounted on a shoulder. Honestly, though, it's actually face rig. It's quite a lot of fun. And you don't want to see my ugly mug on there, so I might as well put something interesting. Black hole. This is a long old way out. Oh, it's such a long way. The tedium's gonna kill me. Ah. Oh, suddenly alert. So all this way to find a base that probably isn't there yet. Oh, what fun. So 2 weeks now until 2.3 drops on us. That should be fun. And interestingly, Frontier have announced that the shield booster changes will not be going live. Neither will the hardening for the big three. So it just goes to show, if you whine loudly enough, you get your way. I should be getting a nice shiny new Head Tracker Pro anytime soon. I should make this a little bit more interesting to look at. I did have the old style non-magnetometer type, but like a great big ox, I broke the USB port off it. So I'm guessing this news report on an Imperial settlement in the Pleiades is either used to submit it or it's not been actually put in game yet, which is a bit poor. I've been in detailed scan every landable planet but one so far in a system that it states, which is HR 1185, and it's not there. Into a black hole in a while. Gonna enjoy the trippy effects. Oh, nearly there. How exciting. Maybe I should get him singing. La 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 la. The actual level of detail on the face scanning is pretty impressive. If only I can get rid of the echo. And that's better. That's better. We trimmed him down a bit, so now we can hear what he's saying without me having to listen to myself, because I have the most annoying voice ever in the history of mankind. But never mind. Oh, we're going to loopy shame it. Well, at distance, and I overcooked it. Never mind. That's what I get for not paying attention. So I'm 10 light seconds out, and I'm still too far away to scan something as massive as a black hole. Okay.
Scan of H-class star HR1185B complete. This is that has been around for 0 years, making it one of the oldest stars in the galaxy.
It's been around for 0 years, which makes it one of the oldest stars in the galaxy. Okay. So I'm guessing that means it's beyond time itself. Stupid things said by EDDI. Part 1. Oh, another gas giant. I wonder if it's beige.
Scan of HR1185b1 complete. HR1185b1 is an extremely high-gravity Class 3 gas giant that is unsuitable for landing. %.
75%.
Scan of TDS class star HR1185b2 complete. This is a T-Tauri star in the process of gravitational contraction of 182 years, making it one of the youngest stars in the galaxy.
Very new star.
A new Galnet article has been published, entitled Galactic News, Weekly Expansion Report. Scan of HR1185b2 complete. HR1185b2 is a low-gravity icy body that is unsuitable for landing.
This must be a very small star. Very small indeed.
Scan of TDS class star HR1185b3 complete. This is a T Tauri star in the process of gravitational contraction that has been around for 182 years, making it one of the youngest stars in the galaxy.
So if our outpost is going to be anywhere, it's going to be on this one. I don't think it's here yet. I think either somebody at Frontier has jumped the gun and put that news story out, or it's just a fan post.
Scan of HR1185b3 complete. HR1185b3 is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 1.3 days. This body contains high levels of sulfur, carbon, phosphorus, and selenium.
Well, that's disappointing.